Hey guys, and welcome back to Cornerstone Youth Markham's YouTube channel. My name is Sarah, and I'm so excited to continue our series called Goals, where we're learning through the story of Nehemiah how to make goals and how to achieve them. Last week, I asked you what your God-sized goals are. Why? Because we've all been given the ability by God to do big things for His kingdom. But to accomplish anything, you need a plan. What are some goals that wouldn't be possible without making a plan? Let's think about spiritual goals. So making an effort to spend time with God regularly. Or mental goals. So recognizing your emotions instead of running away from them. Or physical goals. Instead of striving to lose weight, maybe focusing on, being stronger, faster, or merely drinking more water. Or relational goals. So being a better friend or having more patience with your family members. So what are the most plan-worthy goals that you have? Hey guys, welcome back to our segment called Let's Goal! So each week of this series, I'm going to be challenging myself to some short-term goals and seeing if I can do them with God's help. So this week, I'm going to challenge myself to make some Cornerstone Youth Markham merch. That's right, I'm going to hand paint a t-shirt that one of you can actually enter to win. So if you're interested in doing that, you can find all the terms and conditions in our Instagram at Cornerstone Youth Markham. So in order to complete this goal, I'm going to have to do some planning. So I'm going to need to have a t-shirt ready. I'm going to need paint. I'm going to need paintbrushes. I'm going to need time for it to dry. And yeah, let's see how this goes and if this is gonna be even something you guys wanna win. Okay guys, so I finished the challenge and I finished painting the t-shirt. This is what it looks like. So if you want to enter to win this merch, you can just look at our bio to find out how exactly, read the caption, or follow us on our Instagram to find out how you can enter to win this. Yay, goal accomplished. So let's go into the Bible to see how Nehemiah accomplished his plan-worthy goal too. If you remember from last week, Nehemiah was a man who was passionate about restoring the city walls of Jerusalem in order to protect God's people and also honor God. But before Nehemiah took action, he first spent time fasting and praying for months. And if you read Nehemiah chapter 1 verses 4 and 11, you'll notice three things. Number one, Nehemiah didn't ask God for step-by-step instructions. So he knew God wanted him to lead the effort to rebuild the walls of Jerusalem. And that was enough. And number two, by the end of his prayer, he was already working on his plan and asked God to help him be successful when he approached the king. And number three, he noted his influence as a cupbearer. You can watch our first video for a definition of that word, because he was making note of the resources God had already given him. As cupbearer to the king, he had access and influence to the most powerful person in the kingdom. Nehemiah planned while he prayed. And we see evidence of his planning in Nehemiah chapter 2. So let's read verses 1 to 9 to see what happened. Nehemiah goes to Jerusalem. Early the following spring, in the month of Nisan, during the 20th year of King Artaxerxes' reign, I was serving the king his wine. I had never before appeared sad in his presence. So the king asked me, "Why are you looking so sad? You don't look sick to me. You must be deeply troubled." Then I was terrified, but I replied, "Long live the king! How can I not be sad? For the city where my ancestors are buried is in ruins, and the gates have been destroyed by fire." The king asked, "Well, how can I help you?" With a prayer to the God of heaven, I replied, "If it please the king, and if you are pleased with me, your servant, send me to Judah to rebuild the city where my ancestors are buried." The king, with the queen sitting beside him, asked, "How long will you be gone? When will you return?" After I told him how long I would be gone, the king agreed to my request. I also said to the king, "If it please the king, let me have letters addressed to the governors of the province west of the Euphrates River, instructing them to let me travel safely through the territories on my way to Judah. And please give me a letter addressed to Asaph, the manager of the king's forest, instructing him to give me timber. I will need it to make beams for the gates of the temple fortress, for the city walls, and for a house for myself. And the king granted these requests, because the gracious hand of God was on me. When I came to the governors of the province west of the Euphrates River, I delivered the king's letters to them. The king, I should add, had sent along army officers and horsemen to protect me. Okay, so that was really long, but we can note 4 important things here. So when the king asked Nehemiah why he looked sad, Nehemiah had an answer prepared. When the king asked what Nehemiah wanted, Nehemiah had a request prepared. The king wanted to know how long Nehemiah's journey would be, and Nehemiah had a timeline prepared. And then, since the king seemed pretty open to his ideas, Nehemiah had a list of requests prepared. Throughout this process, Nehemiah continued to talk to God through prayer, but he didn't wait for God to do all the work. He took the vision God gave him, he took the skills God gave him, he took the resources, the opportunities, and the connections God had already given him, and he got to work. Nehemiah trusted that accomplishing this God-sized goal was exactly what he was made to do. And just like Nehemiah, you and I were designed for God-sized goals too. Here's how you've been designed. You've got you. You have a mind that can imagine, plan, and strategize. You have unique skills, talents, and experiences. You have God-given interests and passions. And you also have others. When God gives you a God-sized goal, think about, who can I work with? So you have friends and family. You have trusted adults, leaders, teachers, and mentors. You have access to expert knowledge through books, videos, and the internet. And you have access to influential people who can help make things happen, either in person or online. And you also have things. So everyone's God-sized goal needs different things, but you probably need money, or supplies, or maybe an audience, or a location, a platform, or an opportunity. Most importantly, you've got God. No matter how small or large your goal is, God is with you always, just like he was always with Nehemiah. So, taking in all the pieces you've been designed with, what are you going to do about it? That brings us to the end of this video. We are so honored if you're here from our Cornerstone family. Hi! And if you're from our global family, a big hello. We are so grateful to have you guys with us as we go into this new year. I'm sure God will have lots of surprises and lots of good things in store for us. So please reach out to us on our Instagram if you'd like to participate in our polls or our future videos. We are at Cornerstone Youth Markham. Very easy to find us. And please don't forget to like this video, comment down below your plan-worthy goal, and subscribe to this channel so you never miss an episode. Okay guys, we'll see you in the next one. Be blessed. Bye!